morning. We were going to do a loading video, but it's raining and kind of nasty outside. Pretty chilly. So I figured I'll just show you the load before tarping and after tarping. So I just loaded it over here. We're at Klesnikoff Mass Timber. Super B, he's got the tarps thrown on top. So we're going to drive down to the tarping station and get this sucker tarped. Yeah, it's not super cold and it's not raining hard, so it's all right. It's all right. Jess is eating strawberries and 3D cookies. Strawberries and 3D cookies.
Chocolate and strawberry.
Chocolate and strawberry, can't go wrong. We're going to try the forward-facing cam up there. It's kind of stopped raining. I'll show you a couple things I do a little different with tarping than other people, but first, this video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation, leaders in the transportation service based on safety, innovation, and sustainability. Residuals, transporting wood residuals throughout Western Canada and the Pacific Northwest. Dedicated van freight with heated trailers servicing Western Canada. And then they've got log hauling, logging trucks servicing southern British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest. And then we got heavy haul transport, transporting heavy equipment throughout North America. And last but not least, sales and logistics brokerage, 3LP, global full service transportation brokerage, well, globally. She's all tarped up. She's not super pretty, but it was such an awkward shaped load, right? So, well, first off, if you guys are new to tarping, always roll out the back tarp first, then the front one. Let's say I had done it opposite way. This was the front one, and this was the back one. As we're driving down the road, all the wind sucks in here and opens it up like a kite. Every now and then you see that on the road. If you've accidentally done that, throw a strap over top, right where the seam is, and that'll tuck it in and do a pretty good job of keeping it down without having to retarp. But always roll out your back tarp first. Think about what the wind is going to scoop. The thing that most truckers don't do, I put my bungees through the, whatever those are called, the stake pockets. I put my bungees through the stake pockets. That way the tarp doesn't come up and over the reflectors. Legally, you have to have 50% of your reflectors showing. Although, will you ever get a ticket for it? No. If somebody T-bones you and dies, you could be held responsible. So, always, oh, I'm not done. Look, that's why you always walk around. I got a couple missing. Maybe we got to do 3 more bungees. I'm not done. Good thing I'm doing the walk around. That's another thing. Always do a walk around after you're done. So, yeah, that's what she looks like. All tarped up. Not super pretty over there, but it is what it is. I'm gonna quickly grab 3 more bungees and just bungee that down, and then we'll hammer down. Just left the window open. She must like the cool air. You like the cool breeze?
Kind of.
Kind of? All right, let's hammer down. You look at the roads. She shook her head, but no. I'm not like your mother's full of 3D cookies. Double stop sign here. Excuse me. All right. I think we got a window. Even when you think you have a window, you might be cutting someone off. All right, automatic, let's go. Don't need to take every single gear. It's 4 degrees Celsius down here. A little bit chilly. What does that sound? Fan helping. Sound turned off when I turned the fan on. Let's see if it comes back when the fan turns back on.
Chain up, and I can't tell you camera wise, we don't have
Cameras are down.
yeah, so I don't know what it's like up there.
Fan turned off and the sound didn't come back on. But the fan stayed on, didn't it? Even though the fan turned off. Yeah, even if the fan turns off, the fan's staying on. We'll see if this thing makes it to the weekend.
We've definitely fresh snow in Allison. It looks icy.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope it makes it to the weekend.
We'll see if that's an ongoing problem or not. If it keeps going, we'll call the boss. Fan turned off now. Might make for an interesting week.
Kind of rainy on and off.
The week?
The weather.
Oh, today? Today's been raining the whole morning so far.
Here's where I use your words against you. Are you sure it was raining the whole day?
Definitely raining because I was getting soaking wet.
I don't know. Part of it looks like a drizzle.
Yeah, by the end it was a drizzle.
Now I'm just giving you a hard time.
So we are not super heavy. We got most of our weights on the drives. If it gets slippery up there, we got the perfect load for it. see if the scale's open.
What's your guess?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Me too. Not fresh snow on that mountain.
Yeah, that snow's pretty low. We're definitely gonna drive into snow.
It's pretty low on both sides.
Yeah, we're driving into snow for sure. For sure driving into snow. Wherever the clouds are cleared enough that you can see the top, that's snow up there. Fresh snow. Lots of fresh snow. Here's our Klesnikoff lumber. This is where the sawmill is. Where we picked up this load is where they process the glue lamp panels. And the gentleman I talked to yesterday said that they're already working on the construction of the new glue lamp panel place up beside the airport in Castlegar. The new place is going to be made out of glue lamp.
Yep. It's going to be pretty cool. Fair enough. If you can't make your own building out of what you're providing, you know.
Said they haven't made any of the panels yet for the new place yet. I guess it's going to be a little tricky to get their panels done and all their customers.
I was thinking of like at the same time of busy building season, yeah. I guess you really just have to schedule yourself in as a customer to make it work.
Yeah. Well, I did say it stopped raining, but we'll see how the forward-facing cam does with the rain. Maybe it's going to rain hard enough that it clears itself off. I've got some Rain-X behind my seat that I've sprayed on it, but it doesn't seem to make a difference with Rain-X on it or not. The tarps are sitting nice and solid, not flapping all over the place, so I guess I did all right. I was worried about the back trailer flapping, but the back trailer's looking pretty solid.
The water is pretty high over here too.
Yeah, it's probably at the top of the line. I noticed last week it was actually fairly low.
It's like they thought about this happening. Yeah.
Maybe they were moving water to the U.S. and lowered one dam at a time and then filled up after. So the source lake can absorb more water. Source of the Columbia is I can't remember what it's called. Channel Flats? Yeah, Channel Flats. If you Google Channel Flats, that is the source of the Columbia River. You'll notice the Kootenay River passes right by Channel Flats. On the south side of Channel Flats is the Kootenay River. On the north side of Channel Flats is the Columbia River. It's called Channel Flats because they were going to build a channel connecting the two rivers together.
Interesting.
They were building all the dams. There was a plan to build a channel through there connecting Kootenay River and Columbia River together. And nowadays, Kootenay River and Columbia River connect right over here. Columbia River flows north up through Golden, way up north, some big dams up that way, comes back south through Revelstoke. Arrow Lake, and comes down here to Castlegar. We're currently on the Kootenay River, and Kootenay River flows into the Columbia River right ahead of us here. It goes back to Nelson, then down all the way to Creston, south into the U.S., loops back up toward Channel Flats, and then from there it keeps going a lot longer distance up into the Continental Divide, up into the Rockies.
Yep.
If you take the road from Radium Hot Springs, you meet Kootenay River again if you're headed towards Calgary, and follow Kootenay River right to its source. Slowing down, buddy. You turning off? Yes, you are. Sometimes you know before they know. Old trestle bridge down, not a trestle bridge, old suspension bridge down there. Kootenay River flows right into the Columbia beside us here. So if the scale's open, we'll loop around through the scale and then cross the Columbia River.
It's raining over here.
Yeah, it is.
I'll take it.
No, it's just so lush and green. Look how green everything is. This is where I keep looking for black bears.
Yep.
There's a lot of grass here already, and grass bears come and feed on the grass, so keep an eye out.
It says open.
It's a short word?
Yeah, it looks like a short word.
open. Remember, if you have legally passed a sign that says open, you must detour to wherever the scale is. We're not going the direction of the scale. We want to just exit here to the right. That's our exit right here. But legally we must detour to the scale. Although there's no sign here saying scale straight, is there? One could make the argument of going, I didn't see where the sign is. I don't know where the scale is. I assumed it was down the road this way.
True.
If you're
yeah.
first time coming through here, you could make that argument. Signal lights on early here just so that the traffic coming up behind us knows we're turning off. Doesn't he legally have to go in here?
I don't know.
He might not be heavy enough. There's a Sepco truck in there.
Probably had a full house last night for Birkin.
Yeah. There's a Sepco there beside us. A red truck, so it's got to be owner-operator. And buddy behind us is going over the scale even though he's empty. We were 20 kilograms over on our steers. 15 something. We're allowed 17 on the drives.
And
Whole 11 on the bridge.
Scale said a number before you drove onto it, though.
Pup was like nothing. Has a number on there?
It doesn't now, but
Cleared itself out. Well, they might as well close the scale because we're a full house. Sutco truck coming from the right and a Sutco truck coming from the left. They both have to go to the scale. I'm going on, hammer down.
now that they have everybody in a chip truck, you just see so many Sutco chip trucks.
Yeah. They don't mean no more flat decks.
I said now that they have everybody in a
Oh,
chip
everybody,
truck.
yeah. Okay, everybody. Got it. Yeah, they're hiring chip truck drivers right now. They need more. Awesome part of that job is you get home every night.
That's
No, that's the Columbia River, by the way. We're crossing right now.
I was waiting. like, gonna say it.
60. Now let's go climb up into the snow and see how long it takes. Another Setco coming over here. Setco owns Castlegar.
A sponsored video from them today.
Yeah, today. They are the sponsor of today's video, and this is the area that basically from Salmo to Rock Creek and then north to Vernon is very, very heavy Setco trucks. There's a bunch that run in Chilliwack, Abbotsford area as well. They've got a yard there. And then some running in Creston, and then a bunch in the US too, in Washington and Idaho. Flashes on because the speed limit increases to 70. We're not super slow, but we're losing speed.
Looking at that mountain, it won't be long. We'll be in snow pretty soon.
We're almost to the snow level.
Yeah. Well, a little bit more.
A little bit up there, yeah. You can see the tree tops on the top of that one there, yeah. Just spin our tires on all the water.
I don't know. Like we're jumping.
Lost a little bit of traction. Up to 100, we're still doing 40. Entering Oshiwana. I think Oshiwana is kind of the town, the extended part of Castlegar, outside of Castlegar city limits, around the south side. I might be wrong, but that's what it seems like to me. I think it's just unincorporated part of just outside of city limits, right?
That's what I think, but yeah, I don't know.
Like you used to live just outside of city limits, but if you look at a map, it looks like you're in the same town.
Yep. They definitely had a weird sound there when your fan was on. Definitely had a weird sound there with your fan.
Now?
Not now, but before now.
Seems fine now. Sounds all seem normal right now.
today.
Tired?
Yeah.
I did not sleep the best last night either. Some trucker came by and pumped their brakes at 4 a.m. I don't know why, what was going on. Maybe it was
It had to be a
chip truck or something, but I don't know why they had to pump their brakes in front of us. Come on, I'm trying to sleep here.
Well, I still have that sore throat you gave me.
My bad, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thought it'd been snow by now. Where's our snow? You promised snow.
Around the corner.
Around the corner?
Is it a corner?
Around a corner. She'll be another long video because I'm not stopping until we're in the snow.
It shouldn't be long. You're getting into the foggy part.
Definitely beautiful in the fog. Mountains in the fog are always beautiful.
With a little bit of rain like this, I like it.
Not this corner.
No.
No.
Try another one.
Try another corner, okay. What about this corner? Is there snow around this corner?
No.
It's hard to tell. Is there even snow on top of that mountain?
Yeah, there is.
Is there less snow this way? Because behind us there was more snow lower. I swear there was snow lower than this. The trees were just thick with white. Here they don't look as white up there. Leaving Oshawana. That creek is just roaring.
It is. It's pretty, but wow. Hey, look.
There it is.
Look.
There it is. I mean, we're not in it yet, but it's right there at the fog level. That's where the snow is. just run right on the fog line. The car can look around me and look and make their own decision and go, hey, the road's safe to go. I could pass here because the truck in front of me is only doing 60. But they didn't. Now they're looking. Dude, look at the beginning of the straightaway. We're gonna take away that nice view from you. Drive back in the middle of the road. I try always to hint at cars. I was talking to another driver and he brought it up and goes, whenever there's a straightaway and there's a clear to pass, I run on the fog line to make it easy for them to see. He goes, I still run in my lane, but really try to help out. Let the car behind us see that, hey, it's safe to go. Here we go again. There's oncoming traffic though. But I will still run the white line to let them see that it's safe to pass. And if they're a local and drive this road all the time, they're like, I'll just follow the truck until the passing lane.
Yep.
That's what I do in the mountains. I'm like, just follow until passing lane. I'll get them all there. On the ground here and there. And the car is not passing me.
Don't worry, they'll look at the end again. So bright for up here.
Car further back decided to pass me, but the car behind me decided to stay behind me. I don't know why. They better be turning off on Nancy Green.
Doesn't it look so bright up here?
It is very bright out here, yes. It stopped raining. A little dusting of snow on the ground all around. Still plus 2 degrees Celsius. Now, some of you might go, snow this late in the year? We can have snow in July, in August. It happens. You got these freak storms that come through, and on these mountain passes, you can get snow every single month of the year. Seeing we didn't get much snow in the winter, we need as much of this as we can get, so let it snow, let it rain. Usually rainy season doesn't start till June, but if rainy season has hit early, hopefully rainy season lasts a longer time. I'd be fine if we have like 2 months of rainy season.
I like it when it's doing slowly, so it doesn't flood.
Yeah.
It's very slow.
Not a hard rain, no flash flooding. It's just keep bringing in more moisture. Get the ground soaked up. And now that the grasses are starting to grow, they're going to soak up a lot more of that moisture instead of it running away and running downstream. Well, we need a bunch to run downstream too, to fill up all the lakes and all the dams.
There in the snow.
Not a lot of snow, but there's some snow.
I'll take it.
As far as the logging yards and everything, they're running out of logs. Not cutting as many, but the market is dropping.
It's worse than what they forecasted.
Yeah, so people are not buying lumber, so there's going to be a mini recession coming up if we can rely on lumber purchases. Lumber purchases have slowed down dramatically.
They say the lumber mills in the U.S. are doing worse than the South. They're not even breaking even. So they say a few more mills have to close up here. That will happen.
So whenever you hear that, you know there's a recession coming in half a year from now.
People are expecting the last half of this year to be better. So we'll see. I forget the exact numbers, but end of last year we were like 20-something% down from the year before.
This year we're down from that.
Yeah. I don't know how many cubic feet, meters or whatever. That was like almost half from what they made in 2016. Huge jump in numbers.
And with lumber, that's a global thing. So much of our lumber gets shipped out to Asia. Seeing these orange diamonds for trucks turning. Most of those are temporary signs. They only put up when the logging roads are active.
Yeah.
So that road right there on the left must be an active logging road right now. Well, the car's going to pass us on this passing lane though. They didn't pass us in the last one, but they're going to pass us here.
That's pretty.
It's definitely a beautiful winter wonderland up here. we'll get to the summit here, or to the break. We'll go past the summit. We'll go to the brake check, and because it's so beautiful up here, I think we'll just clean the cameras, swap out batteries, and keep recording. Let's make it a 2-hour video. We'll just give the second half of the video to you tomorrow. So 1 hour today, and then whatever we get tomorrow. Maybe it won't be 2 hours. Maybe it'll be an hour and 45 minutes. Jess is looking at me. What do you mean 2 hours? We'll split it up. We'll give you half today, part of it tomorrow, because it's just gorgeous. And then we can drive down the Paulson. We can show you the whole pass, all the way from Castlegar all the way down to Christina Lake, if you watch today's and tomorrow's back to back. Let's give that an attempt. Last time I attempted that, I screwed up with the microphone, and then I screwed up with some of the video, and I had to just delete the whole video, throw it in the garbage, and shoot another one. So let's not do that this time.
Yeah. Thankfully, it doesn't happen that often.
No. And I've been turning the microphone on recently, so our audio levels are much better. I've been listening to it, kind of playing with it, listening to advice. Sometimes I play too much, screw it up, but I think we've been getting the audio levels better than we've ever had them before. I guess since we're like an hour in, maybe I'll pull into this chain-up area. Pull over there, switch cameras there, and then we'll continue up to the summit. That's a better idea, because it's such a long video already. Okay, we'll pull into the chain-up area, swap cameras, or camera batteries, and then continue from there up the summit and then down. Foggy up here too. -1°C. Here's the Nancy Green turnoff. Starting to get a little slushy on the road here. When it was raining tonight, or last night, it would have gotten pretty messy up here. Not to get our right tire into the slush. If we do, be ready to pull back on the wheel a bit. If all of a sudden there's a wide load oncoming, we'd be forced to go into the slush. I always think of worst case scenarios like that. I'm always thinking, it's like, okay, what could go wrong here? How am I going to get ready to react to what might go wrong? People say I'm so lucky that was a close call, and it's like, yeah, not really. I am constantly planning for worst case scenarios. So most of the time I've already thought of the thing that happened. Close call. I already planned that what to do out before it happened. The car is a bit of a scaredy cat in the weather. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's all right. Try not pressuring you. It's just beautiful.
Yes, I'm just enjoying it.
Right after a fresh snowfall is always the most beautiful.
And you have this sun. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Road's not wide enough for my liking, so I'm running in the slush a little bit. Widen it out for everybody else.
If you're going to pull into there, remember it's very bumpy.
Is it very bumpy?
Yeah. They actually had cones, but I don't know if they're still there or not.
So they've got some equipment in there working.
You kind of see the cones.
Yeah, there's some big holes in there.
Well, the cone one is just a big dip. It's not even a pothole. It's a lose your vehicle.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue this tomorrow. Really appreciate all your support. Thank you, Setco, for the sponsorship. We are out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.